He's here, live and direct. Yannick, your host. Motivation Academie. Morning, live and direct. How are you, people? Positive vibration. The sun is shining. Yeah. Finally. Finally, we're getting some sun. And that's great. I always have the sun shining inside me. That's not there's no doubt there, but I like to see it shine also and on this beautiful plane of existence. Yeah. And fighting that shitstem, what did I mark today? Fighting that shitstem is my pride. Yeah. That's greatness. Pride, pride, fierté. Yeah. Gotta be proud of something, yeah. For sure. Hold on, I'm stuck in my wire here. Kind of all twisted, but it's okay. Yeah. That shitstem, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, the shitstem. Yeah, I would call it the system, but honestly, I have no words to truly describe it other than shitstem. Because, but also it's cracking. We have to be very, very, become very conscious. We have to become also we're becoming more aware of who we are. This is great. That's what I was telling someone last night. I said the discovery and all this because I was telling him about the earth not being a ball and stuff. When I went to the store and he asked me what I do on YouTube, well, I talk about motivation, inspiration, and truth. And then suddenly his face changed. I seen his vibration change. I'm like, oh, truth. Maybe interested. And I seen he was interested. Like he want me to keep going. So I said, the world is a lie. The world is a lie. And we are perpetuating those lies also. It's not because there's we have to blame other people. It's us. It's probably someone very close to you is propagating some madness from Babylon. We all do it. We do it in our own house. We have very evil ways, and that has to change if we want to expect a change in the world. If you want to expect to see a change in the world, you have to first create it within yourself. So it starts with you. It starts with you, but most of us are afraid, or even of ourselves. We're afraid of ourselves and others. So it goes very deeply. And so the moment we stop being afraid of who we are and also others, because that's what we are, a lot in a state of fear. And the fear prevents us from just talking to other people sometime and opening up about stuff that is very relevant to our existence. But for some reason, the big question, like we prefer, most people go through life without asking too much. They ask question. We all have question like, but we go to Babylon to get the answers. Like we're satisfied with the answers of Babylon. Like I always felt like asking where we were, but then they told me I was on a big blue ball, so I didn't question anything anymore. I become acceptance. I accepted it. You know, we accept it as fact, and because all the lies can like I've been researching by researching, it's not really researching, I've been asking questions for a while, and probably a lot of the lies, but the big lie is the ball earth, and then everything else comes with it. Like if they can, first of all, if they can lie on pretty much everybody knows that 9/11 is an inside job. So if they can do that, imagine what else they can do on us. That's why, to me, it was evident during my research when I was looking into 9/11 and stuff and looking at evidence that there is no evidence. Looking at the evidence that there's no evidence of planes, of anything, any motor found in the street or anything like that. They found 2-3 pieces that they put there for the show. For the show, they had to found some pieces of some. It's not even the same motor that matched the same airplane. Anyway, everything is been done, but people are blind. They know that we're blind also, so they can throw anything at us American people, Canadian people, whoever people, they see it on TV, they're gonna think it's real. People think what's going on TV is real, but me, what's going on TV, I don't see nothing of that happening. Like, it's just propaganda and terror, and it seems like the government are the legal terrorists. it's it goes like that. Like, it's very dark their doings, and just to keep us in fear, thinking that just also to portray Africa as a very poor country and everybody's suffering from hunger and stuff. That's total propaganda. No? There's a lot of propaganda. When you travel, you realize that the world is a lot more beautiful than what we've been told. No? There's a lot of truth we haven't been told. We are being told lies, just to keep us inside the construct reality. Well, I have enough of that construct shitstem reality, and now I'm very, very conscious that I have to design. We are the world. We are the shitstem. Exactly. It's us. We can. That's why there's no fear to have to talk about all this, because we are perpetuating the shitstem ourselves. So we can. It's not the army, it's not the government. The government has to do in there, but I mean, it's us people that have lost a lot of our genuine power, genuine love, everything. We have let go of a lot of our genuine power, of our divine power, and now we're just looking outside of ourselves. That's why we have government. That's why we have people governing us, because we can't really govern ourselves, apparently. Me, Babylon can't represent me, for sure, but some people like to be represented. Some people, but most people, and that's why we're stuck in that mess. That's why we're stuck in that mess of Babylon, is most people have absolutely no sense of what is the world duty, of what is responsibility or maturity, or taking responsibility for not only for your life, but for the guardian that you are of life. You are a guardian. You've been, like, it's like we think we're a random speck on the monkeys floating on a ball. Like, we're much more important than that. To me, my life has a lot more meaning than just being a random grain of sand floating in the universe. Like, it's total madness to represent us so small. That's to make us feel small. That that shitstem is designed for, is to make us feel small, and we just go with it. We adapt the default state, and that's why people live small and inauthentic lives. Most of us live small and inauthentic life because we never live our truth. The truth is something you have to live, something you have to model. It's not something you can really talk about. It's something you have to live. Yeah, you can talk about the lies and deception. What is the truth? I think there's probably, but there's one, the truth is what it is, but there's a lot of what it is. The moon is what it is, the sun is what it is, the sky is what it is. So, there's a lot of, but to say that there's many, many truths, I don't know. We all speak truth. We all speak truth. I think when you align for me, speaking truth is because the truth is not my truth. The truth is the truth. But speaking truth for me is really being realigned with my true nature, no, not being fake or something. So that's very much for me speaking truth, when I'm capable to align my art, speak from my art, and align the brain with it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm in a very, very good position to elevate my vibes, and the miracle of our lives, of our soul, is no random accident. We are so magnificent that this is what and look at the state of dormancy of like hypnosis. We're under a state of hypnosis. Humanity, the whole humanity is under hypnosis, because most people, first of all, given to the evil ways of Babylon. I'm telling you, stay away from that Babylon evil stuff, the Vatican and all that, those mad people that try to steal your soul, capture your soul. Never needed myself. I went into church for a while, trying. I was gonna find some salvation in there or some inspiration, but I realized fast, like I've never been a church goer, but I've went into there like to sit a couple times, but I realized I looked around and I saw a guy bleeding on the cross and all kinds of stuff. They're drinking blood and eating flesh during ceremonies and stuff. So I'm like, this is very evil. Like, what kind of a religion would hang his prophet on the cross and so to me, it's very evil what they do. No? For sure, on the surface, it looks very nice. It looks like, hey, God, they're a representative of God, but we all are representative of God. This is the thing. We all are representative of God, of the divine, of the source, of the power of the creation. Call it whatever you want. But I prefer leave God out of the equation because God is a lot like it's the Babylon thing. It's really I don't try to use the word God the less possible because words have vibration. Also, it's important to choose your words wisely. Choose your words wisely because they will also affect your vibration and the whole course of your day, for sure. Uplifting words and words that are depressing, there's a difference. And we have the possibility to stay on a vibe level because the hardest thing is to acquire that state of mind, to stay positive, to stay driven, to always have that internal drive ignited, and that's hard. That's hard. Most people, it's the consistency that's very important to develop. Be consistent and also rise in love with patience. Patience and consistent action is the best. You rise in love with patience, but sometimes we want things fast. We want everything done fast. We are a society that's becoming very, very, very fake, and we like everything fast, and we don't want to do too much effort. It's self-evident that we are. First of all, most of us have signed out of their bodies. Like we're putting so much junk in it. It's just a detox is very important also in the process of awakening to your greatest version of yourself. Because this is the journey here. The journey is not to discover the earth. We will probably never see more than what we can experience in real time, like what I see of the earth if I travel, but I don't think I'll see the whole totality of the earth. So I think we should really focus on accomplishing a great life, and not only that, but live each and every day with very high vibes, and that also has a repercussion inside your body. So it's very healthy. It's very healthy to live a happy life, to live a happy life, to live a life of going after your dreams and stuff, and keep going after your goals. It's very makes you feel alive. Makes you feel alive. Bring back the vitality in your life. We all need more vitality in our life. We're so comfortable in this Babylon shitstem that we are not moving forward. But we're moving forward, but not at the pace we should advance. Because we should advance with wild abandon. Wild abandon, and really with the pedal to the floor and give, give, give. That's what I tell myself all the time. It's about giving. It's about giving my time. It's about giving my sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, and I care a lot about. I know I cannot change the whole world. I know I cannot. I'm very conscious of that. I'm very conscious that what I do here will impact a certain amount of people, will not impact the whole earth. But I can touch some people's heart that these people will touch other people's heart, and then we'll make a chain like that, and that's how we're gonna have better days because we deserve it. We deserve it. We've been in misery and lies and deception for long enough. Long enough. Now it's a wake up time. Wake up time. Time to create this new earth that we deserve. This new earth, this new vibe, this new paradigm. It's a new paradigm. It's a new paradigm completely because people are becoming more aware of, first of all, who they are. First of all, who you are. You know, just that is huge because now we're gaining back our power, gaining back our soul. First of all, no more soul captured by Babylon. We're gaining back our power, and that's very, very encouraging for society that have lost its way. So I see a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope when I hear the truth being spoken. And again, there, I wish it would be more like hardcore truth, but I know it's gonna start by the surface truth and the flat earth and the stuff like that. But the more you go into it, into research like this, into Babylon rabbit hole, you're gonna see all kinds of stuff. And you're gonna be, at one point you're also gonna stop researching because you're gonna realize the whole thing is fantasy. That's what happened for me, especially when I started hanging out with Arthur. Arthur told me that the whole thing was fantasy and an illusion. So, you know, you can take everything in the Shitstem. It's all there to steal man's souls and to create man's falling, to keep us in a fallen state, and not recognizing how divine we are and the power that we have. And imagine the power I have as a single individual here, and we put that all together, all that same power, that same confidence, that same drive, that how much change we can create here. It's getting there. It's getting there. That's why becoming aware is very important. And for other people, I'm not the only one becoming aware of what's going on Earth. There's many people. People, sometimes when you're not aware at all about the world being a lie and stuff like that, it can be shocking at the beginning. Like yesterday, I saw it in the guy's eyes that I was interacting with at the store. I saw the shock, but that's good. That's good because that's very liberator. You know, it's very me. I that's what I find. I suggest in a way to you know, you're gaining back your you know, to know that you've been lied to is not really discovering how bad the world is, but it's discovering how powerful you are, and that's the best thing. One of the best feelings. And how important you are also to the divine, how important you are to creation, and how important it is for us to bring this divinity forward to start creating change. I don't know. Me, I see something coming. There's something that's gonna happen in the near future here on Earth. It's not unsensible. I can sense the change. I can sense the change in myself, but it's something that we have to sustain. So to sustain that change, to sustain that motivation, it's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing to stay motivated, to stay alert, to stay focused. So that's why I'm coming back here day after day to keep the vibes flowing, to keep the love flowing. Let the love flow, arise and shine. Yeah, very important. Very important for me to constantly align with the better vibes, less gossiping, less, you know, more focus on the journey to love, to create a revolution powered by love and compassion. No, that's what we need. A revolution powered by love and compassion. Ah, that would be so nice. That would be so not so nice, so great. Yeah. More love is just what we need, more love, but to realize what love is also. Like love is not conditional. But you see the sometimes it's because also the way we've been taught about love, about all this stuff, that we lose a bit sight of what really love is, of what love really is. And we go and think that Babylon again will give us answers of what love is. But it's total, you know, I think we have been so far taken away from our divine nature, our true nature, that everything in that shitstem is there to break our connection to the source. That's clear. Everything in the shitstem is there to break your connection, whether the meat eating, all the madness, all the evil stuff is there to break our connection. And we have a connection, and we should not be afraid to connect. But most of us are afraid to connect, even with ourselves. We're afraid of everything. We're afraid of ourselves, afraid of others, afraid of everything. Name it. Afraid of nature. Afraid. It's terrible. And sometimes we can live our whole life, or our whole life, in fear. It's like, what's the point? What's the point of being here if you live in fear? Like, you should live your dream instead of living your fear, and live the dream of life. What is this here? Why are we here? Well, just to work, pay bills, and die. That's life. That's life. That's why you've been created as such a perfect body, crafted to perfection, to work 9 to 5, pay bills, and die. That's what you're telling me? That's what life is? That's why I'm so magnificent, and I feel so divine that I have to go work in a chain factory for the rest of my life? Hey, come on. If you have to do this, do it, for sure. You have to do what you got to do to survive in Babylon. But I mean, the goal, the meaning of life is not to be transformed in slaves, for sure. The meaning of life is much greater than that. I can tell you a little bit what the meaning is. The meaning is love. And the meaning, I think that the reason why we are here is to open our heart, for sure, open our heart and share love and share pure vibrations. And, we should not live in a state of separation like we are now. We are very, very separated from nature, separated from ourselves, separated from others. There's separation between countries, separation in between this, that. There's separation everywhere. So we have to start uniting. And uniting is not going all in the same spot at the same time. Uniting is with our consciousness, becoming more aware of that shitstem that we have perpetuated, this overlay, this madness, and start putting a hand to it. I think it's more than time that we wake up. It's more than time that we wake up, especially that now, it's everybody is talking about NASA. Just take NASA, for example. Everybody is nailing them to the wall. I see more and more stuff coming out in mainstream about NASA lying to us. And for sure, they lie to us. Just look at the image. That's what I tell people. They always tell me when I approach them with my stuff. Oh yeah, but what about NASA? What about just look? It's just because you haven't looked. I've looked at their images all my life, but never really with an open eyes and a critical eyes. That's the thing. We just look at the stuff, but not thinking it's not real. We think it's real, so we are completely inside their illusion. And these guys are magicians, for sure. They are magicians. They have created a big illusion that no one can see and no one can sense and no one can really... So the moment we start dissolving that from within, because that's what I think is going to happen, especially with NASA, people are going to become more conscious inside the organization, and it's going to dissolve. It's going to dissolve from within. It cannot dissolve from without. I don't think we can... I don't think we can do that, but I think from within, with the whole becoming more aware, more conscious, speaking about it, talking about it, wherever there's more and more people going in the street now talking about flat earth and stuff. I'm not saying the whole truth isn't there, but there's certainly a bit of truth. Certainly. But the truth is, what I tell all the time? Is the truth is, in the flat earth stuff, is the horizon is horizontal. The rest I cannot tell you, but I know, I seen it. I seen the horizon. It's always horizontal. There's no curve. So even from the air. So where's the curve? If it's a ball, there's got to be a curve. So if I always see the horizon horizontal, means there's no curve. So it's not because I say that the whole science behind the flat earth is the whole truth, because there's lots of lies. We are bombarded with lies and false truth. So we have to use scrutiny. But if you look at the horizon, don't tell me there's a freaking curve. I see it horizontal. That's why we call it an horizon. So just that is a end of discussion for me. I think there's no debate there. If you look at the horizon, you're going to see it as a straight line. So, and as you travel, if you go in the air, you're always at eye level. So just the horizon is a big, big. I just point that to people. Look at the horizon, how horizontal it is. Just that. And yesterday, that's what I told the guy in the store. I said, yeah. I said I said I know there's lots, because like they seems to have all the answer for the moon, the sun, and everything, and all the explanation for what it is and what it consists of. And not that but to me, it's not what I experience. Not that I think that they are deliberately lying, but for sure, but the closest. The one closest, the biggest liar, are the closest to the truth. So we have to be very careful about that. Like we can think for one moment that we're going to lead the revolution. The revolution has always been led by secret societies, and it's going to be like that again. I don't see us leading a revolution, but I see us really having a great impact and meaning in this time, on this earth, with this awakening, for sure, because more and more people, like I said, it's not so much to realize how bad the world is, but we're realizing how great we are. We're realizing how great we are and how magnificent we are, and now we're designing our own life and taking responsibility for our life, looking less and less towards Babylon to create something that's gonna be worthwhile. That's what we want. That's what I want. Like, I don't want to accumulate. Like, I just want, what I would like really is inspire. Inspire is the basic of we must inspire each other. That I know that's one of the main reason why that I feel that it's natural to inspire each other. The one that have more strength inspire the one that are a bit less strength. I don't want to say weak, but they have less strength, because the strength, I think we all have it. It's just to cultivate it. You cultivate your strength. You cultivate everything. The best use of your time you can do, bar none, lies in cultivating your mind. So that's the best use of your time you can make, is work on yourself. Read books, watch videos, do whatever you want, listen to music, meditate, sit in silence. All this will bring you answers. When you sit in silence, just me, I like to go to my chilling spot and make videos and talk to myself. I love that. I always did it, and from the beginning, and I will not stop, because I love it. So I like to do in life what I love also, and do it with love. Very, very important. Always with love. Down with Babylon for sure. Astronaut. Yeah, astronauts. Yeah, that's the worst. And that's another one. The astronauts. When I saw that clown go up there, he's from Cirque du Soleil. I think Guy Laliberté went up there, supposedly in space, in fake space, with a red nose to make fun of us. It's all these things, we don't perceive it as them making fun of us. This is the thing. But today I look at the footage of him going in space with his red nose, and it's evident that, come on, they even send a clown up there to make fun of us. Like, what more do we need? Like, what more do we need? They even send a clown up there. So the whole thing is a joke. They're making fun of us, and the joke is on us, because we're not waking up, and we're not seeing anything, and that's a big joke on us, and our life has been taken for a joke, for sure. because there's so much people living small and inauthentic lives that for sure the conspiracy is on us. And we keep that conspiracy going. We the most oppression you're gonna have in life is self-oppression. You know, sometimes we like to blame the government for our misery, for our but you are where you are in life for a reasons, because you have designed your life to get there. You know, you are responsible for your action. And you can have if you take enough action, and here on this earth you can create something that is very, very magnificent. You're gonna have a very, very magnificent life. And what is a magnificent life? For me, it's not a life filled with material and toys and big houses and fancy cars. And you know, you don't need a fancy car to feel like a superstar, and you don't need to live large to feel like the man in charge. So all this has nothing to do with material, with you know, it's how you inspire others. Me, that's me. To me, a magnificent life is being able to change people's life, change people's perspective on life, and bring them. If I see them, like if I interact with someone and I see more vitality after our conversation, and he shows with more vitality, more vibe, more like, this is what I do this for. I want to change the world. Who's the world? What's the world? It's us. So that's for sure. My concentration is not on changing the trees or the grass or the rivers or the mountain. We are the world. I don't want to acquire a mountain. I just want to help people. What's the world? Yeah, people say want to save my country, save my country. What, you want to save the mountain, the river, the trees? Who's the country? It's the people. It's always the people. So for sure, I want to. I would like to save the world, save the whole world. I would like it. Take the whole world on my shoulder and say, "Hey, I'm gonna save." But I know it's not gonna happen like that. But at least I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part for humanity, and that makes me feel very, very much alive. It's very subtle. It's just here on YouTube. I have a little channel where I come every morning expressing myself, but just that makes me feel very contented inside and very motivated, and helps me go through my pain also. I'm in a lot of pain because of my knee, so it helps me keep the focus and not fall into negative, dirty habits and stuff, and I stay focused. And you know, I know that I've never been. I'm not. I don't have an addictive personality. Like I don't get addicted on stuff. Cigarettes and alcohol is not part of my reality and stuff. But like I know that it's there for lowering our vibration also. So I've never been really into like, I always had a great vibe for life, but never found a real reason for my existence, like a real something real inside that I could create. And creating or create, you know, creating, I thought that was left to painters and poets, and but you can create your own life. You can recreate your own life anytime you want. You can recreate your life at any moment. You can you can have a major leap, major expansion in not too long. It doesn't take. Sometimes it's astonishing how short of a time it takes for great things to happen once you start taking action. For me, it was very, very fast. Very fast. I started reaching out and start developing a network, and suddenly I had perfect Gizmani on my Truman show. At the beginning, I was completely ecstatic. I was freaking out. To me, that was you know, it's like I was meeting Bob Marley. Same thing. There's who's Rasta got soul. Yeah, Rasta got soul. So when I was with Perfect Gizmani, that was a great moment for me. A moment I will never, never forget. Just like the birth of my child and stuff like. You know, there's great moment in your life that you cannot forget. You cannot forget them, and for sure there's. And it takes a little time once you put the effort, the dedication, the focus. You know, people that are people that have power. People that have power recognize phenomenal people when they see it. Okay, and the opposite, the other is the same. Phenomenal people recognize power also when they see it. So it's very, you have to do your best. Me, I say, do your best. Don't stress too much with the outcome of. Okay, that's for the Wi-Fi, but it's plugged in. I was like, why is that light not open? Am I live and direct? Yeah, I see everything broadcasting. Looks great. The chat is going. Suzanne is in the house. Triple R. Triple R is here. Good morning. Good morning, Peppy and all. Cappy one. Big up Cappy one. Who's here too? Eval Ruoma. We are the world. We are the Shitstem. Yeah. It's up to us to change. It's up to us to change everything. We cannot count on anybody else but us to change everything. So the moment we take responsibility all together and start creating a change in our own personal life, first of all, very important. Look at your ways, look in the mirror. But most people avoid that. They think they're going to change the outside world without changing themselves. Impossible. Impossible, because it's all about feeling the vibe. It's all about feeling the vibe. And to feel the vibe, you have to live it. You have to live it. To feel that force, that godly force, because use God if you want. I know many people use God, the word. But once you start going after your stuff, living your dream, having goals, setting pace every day, keeping momentum, and going after your stuff, there's a deeper stuff that attached to you. Call it God or whatever, but there's a deeper force that's going to attach to you. And to feel it, you have to live it. You have to live it. So even explaining you, I cannot even explain you. There's no words to truly describe that. It's outside words and numbers and this fake matrix construct reality. I think the matrix is there to keep us out of sync with who we are. For sure, it's there to keep us out of sync. And the moment we're gonna sync back our vibration to a more divine, natural rhythm, because now it's very like it's distorted. The vibrations are distorted. That's how I see it. Vibrations are distorted. People are very separated, very lives in big ego, and like it's hard to sometimes to even talk to people and have a big deep conversation with people, because the state of mind of some of them is so programmed. Their reality has been constructed and indoctrinated, and that they will absolutely not detach from that reality. So it's very hard even sometimes to talk with some people. But we keep planting seeds. We keep planting seed. I think that's our mission. That's the ones that see clear through this shitstem, is to plant seeds in other people's mind, and hopefully that one day that little seeds germinate and become a light emanate from their hearts, and because that's what we want, to reach people's heart. That's what I want, to reach your heart with my talk here every morning. I hope to reach your heart. I hope to, get that string inside that heart and ding, so it really start to vibrate. That's what I want. There's certain string you can pull and it's gonna vibrate. So it's the vibration we have to bring back into our life, and yeah, the good vibes, and feeling those vibes, because we've been taken away. Like we have put our senses aside also for so long, not sensing reality, not sensing our godly side, not sensing what's nature is really, the consciousness, and not sensing anything. That we've become very, very out of alignment with who we are. This is what I lived. So I'm sure some of you have lived it also. It's not my story is not very different of your story. I'm sure it's our story. It's we're all under the same trauma. And the trauma started a long, long time ago, and the trauma is onto the universal mind, is onto the whole. So for sure, you can undo the trauma inside you, but the trauma is still there inside in this matrix illusion world that we have constructed for us to not take too much responsibility. So we have created a shitstem that do everything for us, government, everything. Yeah. They're gonna take care of you. They have a conscience. Ha! What a bag of nonsense. Government having conscience. What is that? They're not there for us, for sure. But Pappy, the heartstring puller, pull away, Pappy, pull away. Mine is near dead, and the enemy wanted it that way. Rat bastard. Yeah, that's what they want. They want us dead. They want us living dead. No vibes, no vibrancy for life. Just wake up every morning, press the same button, do your little thing. But all right, go to bed at night. No vibrancy, no. But we have vibrancy. We have a great, great energy. Look at the energy we're emitting to create this illusion. So imagine we take that same energy and we turn it into something divine inside our own personal life, first of all, and start recognizing that God is not so far. Once you wake up, it's not that far. It's not a million miles away. Don't have to seek very, very far. Just look in the mirror and go inside your heart and seek in your heart and follow your heart and lead from the heart. Balance leading from the brain, but lead with the heart. Balance heart and mind, but lead with the heart. Listen to your heart a lot. Me, I think a lot of the stuff. Me, a lot. Intuition comes from the heart anyway. Intuition comes from the heart. So if you listen to your intuition, you're listening to your heart. His intuition doesn't come from the brain, and not too much come from the brain. The brain is not programmed to greatness. Forget about that. He's gonna reproduce 1 or 2, 3 kids, and that's it. That's all you're gonna do. So you have to really, really power the brain, power the whole thing, and really spark that flame, spark that that fire inside that's never gonna cool down. It can cool down. Me, it's gone. Forget about it. It's fighting that shitstem is my pride, for sure. I'm a rebel for life. Always been very like people that know me. I don't know who watches me. There's a few viewers live every morning. I don't know too much who watches me, but if I have old friends that watch me, they don't see so much of a different person. I'm just a bit older, and I would say a bit younger. I feel younger than when I was. I feel better than when I was 20. Inside, I feel so good. I'm so much at peace right now with. Oh no, I'm very, very great vibe. Great vibe in the moment because I live in the moment. I don't let fear control my life. I let still sometime I have some stuff that I have to work on still on the fear side, but I don't let it immobilize me, which most people do. Most people let fear immobilize them because they don't. It's fear. It's fear. It's only fear that keep us away from a great life, from a great adventurous life. Because great life is not having toys. Now I don't want a Ferrari in my freaking driveway. I don't need that. I just need maybe a car, but I would get. If I would, yeah, maybe an electric car, but or something hydrogen or. But it's not, it's not the goal is not to accumulate toys. Is to become who I'm supposed to be here. And work every day towards that becoming that person, that enlightened, godly person that we all supposed to become. So that's only what I'm doing here. Yeah. Simple, beautiful, and divine. Soul rebel. I'm sticking with the big dream coming true. Hope to make my 3 babies proud of mom. Simple art of a mother. Yeah. But this is also the reason why I'm here. You know, it's like I say all the time, it's very much for my children to have a great example. The world is changed by your example, not your opinion. I can yap my mouth on all kinds of stuff. If I don't show up consistently every day for the rest of my life here, who will I inspire? Not too many, but if I keep my actions consistent, then I will inspire people, because that's what's inspire people is people that are capable to master consistency and master the big stuff. So it's very inspiring. I know I'm mastering a lot of stuff right now, but I have more to work on myself. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. I'm just scratching the surface of my potential. Eventually, we'll go on for 2 hours. I'll try that. Maybe in the winter, we'll go on for 2 hours in the morning. See if I can sustain that for 2 hours. I've done it for an hour several times. It's a challenge for me. It's a challenge for me to come look. I don't want to stall on my thoughts, and so it's very important. And this is because also I ingest proper food. I'm very focused. I don't have distraction from TV, from internet. From I keep my vibes pure and clean, so I'm capable to come back every morning with the same vibe, the same, and improve that vibe. I'm capable of improving that vibe, which is very important. I don't want to stay stuck. There's no place like home. Yeah, rise and shine. He's out. He will be back tomorrow morning, same time. 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m. Yeah, that's our time, man. 7 a.m. Montreal. Pappy is back in the tube. Triple R likes to call me Pappy. That's what I told my children. I said Triple R on my channel is calling me Pappy. I said, oh yeah. Gavin says, yeah, you're old. You have white hair in your beard. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm old. That's a sign of wisdom. Ha! Boom! Sign of wisdom and great compassion and love inside one's heart. Yeah. Thanks, A2, Cappy, Babylon. Stole my work and shut me down, but the universe knows all about me too. Same thing happened to me with eBay and Babylon. Babylon doesn't want us to live a big life. It's very hard. Life is but if you expect that hard, it's gonna be easy. So expect it hard, expect it very, very hard. Expect to crawl through shit to get to where you want. And you're going to get it, and you're going to find it easy because that's what you expect. And often you're going to get it's going to be a lot easier than crawling through shit. So don't worry about it. I say just take action each and every day, consistent, and not necessarily at the same time, but be consistent, be very consistent. It's first of all, it's a very good tool to keep your vibration on a high level, whether like it's painting or whatever, singing or playing guitar, or go back at it every day. Every day, go back at it. Go work during the day if you work, then come back at night. And we all have a window at night for opportunity. So if you have a window, you can grow. You can grow food too if you have a window. So very important to use the windows that life gives us. Life will give us a lot of chance to rise, but sometimes we're so inattentive, so unfocused, so fake that we miss everything about the opportunity that are right in front of us. Sometimes the not the I don't like to use blessing, but the opportunities and the chance is a great fortune you determine for yourself. That's what it is. You determine your chance. You're gonna determine your life. You determine everything. The synchronicity in your life. I am more and more convinced now that you create it. You create the synchronicity. You arrange everything in your life with your thoughts. I'm more and more. The more I look at my life, the more I look back at my life, the more I'm like, fuck, I have designed that stuff. Like I've thought about it. I've thought about it in the past, and it happened. I'm like, could my thought be very, very powerful? And then I started to realign those thoughts on the side of creation, and look what I've created so far. So just that, because I shifted my focus inside towards creating something, and creating something that is worthwhile, and that we're all gonna rise and shine. Yeah. So the time is now. The time is now, right here and now. Evolve Roma. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Much love, family. We rise together for sure, ready to rise when the time comes. We all are. The time is now. Yeah, not when the time comes. The time is now. There's nothing, everything, nothing is broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. The sun is still shining. The weather is sweet. The birds are singing. It's just us. We're sleeping, living dead, dormant. The time is now. The waking up, the action, it's now. It's always in the now that you will find the most powerful vibe. We can think about the future, we can envision it, but it's always in the now. Use the power of now to create your life, to get out of the bugs in our heads, and stay present in the present. Very important. But the time is now. Very true. It's always now. Exactly. It's always now. It's always now. There is always the now anyway. We can think about the future, we can think about the past, but we cannot re-experience it. The past, we cannot experience the future. So what do you experience all the time? It's only the now. So focus on that. Focus on that. Focus on the now. On using the power of the now. On developing your senses to feel stuff, and then you're gonna feel the whole thing that I'm feeling. I'm sure many of you feel it. You're not. I'm not an extra, a special sensory equipment guy. Like, I don't have special sensors. It's just I feel life. And I'm sure some of you feel it just like me. I don't have special sensors attached to me to say, oh, I sense life. No, I just sense the raw life. Like, we're not talking about matrix construct or anything. We're talking about real stuff. But even that is hard to explain with words, because the words are part of the programming. So, the looping is we're always looping back to that shitstem, no matter what. So because of the language. So, but we're gonna stay positive and use it for good, for empowerment. Yeah, big lift coming for all. I feel it closer than ever now. Triple R. Big up. Red Rose Rocker. I like her name. It's a name that's very, very positive. I say it all the time, but every time I see a Red Rose Rocker, it's like a great vibe. It's like a great vibe. Like Cappy One is a great vibe too, very uplifting. Suzanne, you're all great girls. Big up, big up. Yeah. So, Queen Leslie. Queen Leslie is there. I miss Queen Leslie. I just seen her in the beginning of the chat. Good morning, Queen Leslie. I'm out now. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Back again in the tube for more. So until then, rise and shine. Live your dreams. Focus on you. It starts with you. It's all on you. It's you against you. It's not you against the world. So rise and shine, and that's it. Have goals. Live your dreams. He is out, and he will be back another now, like probably tomorrow, same time. Yeah, I like that time. It's great. Morning are great for inspiration, for motivation, for starting the day on a good foot. Big up, big up. Queen Leslie's in the house. And he is out. Big up. He's out.